Dear brothers and sisters, here we are again in your show English for All. English show that everybody likes in this country. English show that every English speaker must like. English show that everyone who wants to learn English, who wants to speak English, who wants English in his life must like quite well. We're getting here English for All with Mr. Rainbow, the friend that you often like so much also. So you know that in the show we have to go in deep with many things about talking about lessons and talking about some topics that we're going to do in the show of today. But before beginning with the harder things, I must first greet you. Let me greet you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me greet you, Father. Let me greet you, Mother. Let me greet you, my brother, my sister. I greet you in the name of Jesus. I'm getting here. You know the reason why this is English for All. English show that which pushes you to learn again English. English show which helps you to improve your language. Mr. Rainbow is again there. You know, sometimes you were asking me, Mr. Rainbow, why don't we see you again on TV? Where is English show, English for All? Of course, there's no matter. We had some problems about the show, but now we have come back. We have come back in order of bringing you good things, new things of the show of English in this country. So without further delay, you know, as they use that, before beginning with other things, Mr. Rainbow often begins with a short lesson. It's the use, you know it very well, and the lessons liked by people who don't know English and people who wants to improve again their language. I often help them to write something, to understand something about teaching that I often do here. For you who know already English, it's not a problem because you have only to wait till we're going to begin with our guests today, because I received today teachers. With them we're going to talk about topic that we have chosen together here. But those who don't know English, let me please help them. I'm sorry. If you speak English, okay, don't say, Mr. Rainbow, why do you teach again the stage lesson? It's for babies. Of course, we know that it's for baby, but there are some other people who don't know really nothing in English. So that's why with the hearts that God has given to me, I have to help them, to teach them, to show them something. Even though my lesson is not really in deep, but I do the best of myself to make them understand really something. That's why I invite everybody who wants to learn something of the lesson of today to follow me in the lesson. Let's go.
Let it rain. Let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Sing out.
Alright, welcome to the lesson. So you know, the lesson Mr. Rainbow doesn't do it in English, because you're gonna say, why do you teach English? We don't know English, but you teach us again in English. Of course, I understand. That's why I often do the lesson in French in order of making you understand quite well the lesson that I brought for you. So, mesdames et messieurs, comme je viens de dire que c'est en anglais, la leçon que j'amène aujourd'hui s'intitule The Possessive Pronouns and Adjectives. Possessive pronouns and adjectives. C'est une leçon grammaticale. Nous parlons de la grammaire, mais souvent ça fait problème chez les anglophones de faire la différence entre les pronoms possessifs et les adjectifs possessifs. Ça pose souvent problème pour les maîtriser. Voilà pourquoi j'en ai pensé. Je vais en faire juste une condensée aujourd'hui. Pourquoi une condensée? Parce que à la télé, les minutes sont comptées. À la télé, tout ce qu'on fait, c'est payable. À la télé, tout c'est de l'argent. Si vous voulez que nous allions de l'avant, que nous pourrions parler de beaucoup de choses, que nous avancions, que nous améliorions encore beaucoup de choses, que nous ajoutions d'autres leçons, aller encore en profondeur avec des leçons, ça ne dépend que de vous. Venez à la RTVA. Ok, venez à la RTVA, achetez des minutes pour que Rainbow continue à faire des leçons comme il faut et en profondeur. Alors, la leçon qu'on a menée pour vous aujourd'hui, mesdames et messieurs, comme je venais de le dire, c'est les pronoms possessifs et adjectifs possessifs. Possessive pronouns and adjectives. So, we're going to begin with possessive pronouns. Alors, avec les pronoms possessifs, mesdames et messieurs, vous devez savoir qu'en anglais, nous avons au moins 8 sortes de pronoms possessifs. Ils sont au nombre de 8. Eh bien, les 8 pronoms possessifs de l'anglais sont, nous avons ce que nous appelons mine, comme vous voyez là écrit, mine, mine, yours, yours, ok, yours, yours, is, 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 hairs, 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 its, its, hours, 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 yours, yours, and theirs, theirs, theirs. Il faut bien prononcer comme je suis en train de le faire là. C'est comme ça qu'on prononce en anglais. Il ne faut pas dire theirs. Non. On dit theirs. Theirs. Le R là n'est pas prononcé. Theirs. Alors, que veut dire mine? Les mine que nous avons là, c'est les pronoms possessifs que nous traduisons en français. Les miens. Les miens. Mine. Ok? Au féminin, la mienne. Mine, yours, yours. Yours en français, c'est les tiens, les tiens. Ok? Féminin, la tienne. Les miens, les tiens. Les siens. Alors, les siens, d'anglais, on dit his, his. Ou bien la sienne, his. Il y a hairs, hairs. Hers, c'est aussi la sienne ou bien les siens. Mais là, lorsque c'est une fille, c'est une femme, nous parlons de hers. Si c'est un garçon, nous parlons de his. Et puis, nous avons it. It. Les it là, c'est pour la nature. Ce n'est pas pour les humains, non. C'est pour les animaux, c'est pour les poissons, c'est pour toute la nature, mais pas les humains. Ok? Là, nous parlons de it. Alors, nous avons hours. Hours. Les hours, c'est les nôtres. Les nôtres. Ou bien la nôtre. Hours. La nôtre. Les nôtres. Et puis, nous avons yours. Yours, qui est le vôtre, ou bien la vôtre. Yours. Et theirs. Theirs, c'est un pronom possessif qui veut dire les leurs. Les leurs, theirs. Alors, comme exemple, avec les pronoms possessifs, nous prenons 2 ou 3 exemples seulement pour des illustrations. Je peux dire ceci, des exemples que j'ai amenés. On peut dire, this church is ours. This church is ours. Cette église est la nôtre. Et pour nous, c'est pour nous, ours. Alors pour ne pas dire this church is for our, this church is for ours, this church is for ours. Là, on parle directement avec le pronom possessif. On dit this church is ours. Vous voyez, this church is ours. Ça, c'est le premier exemple. Deuxièmement, nous allons prendre notre exemple en disant don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's mine. Don't touch it. It's mine. Ne touche pas à ça. C'est le mien. Ne touche pas à ça. C'est pour moi. C'est la mienne. Don't touch it. It's for me. Vous voyez? It's for me. Alors, lorsque nous enlevons, ok, nous enlevons me, nous les remplaçons par quoi? Par mine. Alors, là, mine va à la fin. Devant mine, nous mettons un verbe. Quel verbe? Le verbe to be. Don't touch it, it's mine. Et puis, les 3 exemples, nous vont dire the mother, his, theirs. Vous voyez, mes amis? The mother, his, theirs. Cette maman-là est la leur. Cette maman-là est la leur. C'est pour elle, la maman. The mother, his, theirs. Alors, ça, c'est des pronoms possessifs. Mais la leçon, on a dit que nous allons parler sur des pronoms possessifs et adjectifs possessifs. Cette fois-ci, évoquons les adjectifs possessifs et voyons ce que c'est. Allons-y.
let it rain, let it rain, open the flood.
Les adjectifs possessifs. Ça, c'est souvent que les gens utilisent beaucoup en anglais. Les gens vraiment connaissent beaucoup sur ça. Alors, je vais juste surpasser. Parce que nous sommes derrière minutes. Parce que je vous ai expliqué des minutes à la télévision. Alors, avec des adjectifs possessifs, nous avons my. My. Comme c'est affiché là, vous voyez. My. My. Your. Your. Is. Is. Hair. Hair. Cette fois-ci, ce n'est plus hairs, non, c'est hair. Ok? Hair. Nous avons it. It. Ça s'écrit de la même façon comme ça a été le cas avec des pronoms possessifs. It. Nous avons our. Et non hours. Non. Our. Our. Nous avons your. Your. Et puis nous avons their. 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 Ça, ce sont les adjectifs possessifs. Alors, par rapport à cela, quels sont les exemples que j'ai amenés? Je vais donner quelques exemples. Mesdames et messieurs, oh, il ne faut pas m'en vouloir. Je ne vais pas aller trop profond en profondeur vraiment avec des exemples, avec la leçon. Non, je fais juste le nécessaire. Vous qui avez des carnets, vous écrivez ce que Jésus est en train de dire ici. Quand vous écrivez comme ça, il faut le répéter après, comme je fais ici. Peut-être que vous allez peut-être avoir besoin de DVD, CD de l'émission, écouter des flash disques. Oui, les images sont là. Vous venez juste à la RTVA, vous allez trouver des images de l'émission English for All et puis vous écoutez les sons, les différents sons d'anglais. Ou bien vous appelez carrément Mr. Rainbow, on fixe un rendez-vous, vous prenez des images, ça c'est pas un problème, ok? Mais moi je veux que vous appreniez quelque chose à la fin de ma leçon, que vous compreniez, il y a des pronoms possessifs, il y a aussi des adjectifs possessifs et vous pouvez aussi citer comme je l'ai fait ici. Ok? Alors, quelques exemples que j'ai amenés pour les adjectifs possessifs. Je peux dire, please give me my watch. Please give me my watch. How? Please give me my watch. Please give me my watch. Please give me my watch. S'il vous plaît, donnez-moi ma montre. S'il vous plaît, donnez-moi ma montre. Please give me my watch. Vous voyez? Donc, my veut dire mon, my veut dire my veut dire mes, ok? Tout ça, my seulement. Your veut dire ton, ta, tes, your, is, ok? Son, ça, c'est, comme vous voyez là écrit. Il y a hair, qui veut dire aussi son, aussi ça, aussi c'est. Nous avons it, même moi, troisième personne du singulier. Nous avons our, notre, our, notre, your, votre, et puis their, l'air. Vous voyez? L'air, their. Alors, les exemples que nous avons ici illustrent très bien comment utiliser ces adjectifs possessifs dans des phrases. L'exemple précédent, j'ai dit, please give me my watch. S'il vous plaît, donnez-moi ma montre. L'exemple suivant, je peux dire, his mother, he is sick. His mother, he is sick. Sa mère est malade. His mother, he is sick. His mother sick. His mother sick. His mother, he is sick. Sa mère est malade. Mais nous avons is. Le is, je venais de vous le dire ici. Ça veut dire ça veut dire aussi son. Ça veut dire aussi c'est. C'est la même chose avec hair. Mais il y a une différence, les amis. Is et hair. Is, c'est lorsque le possesseur, c'est un homme, c'est un garçon, c'est masculin. Nous utilisons is. Mais lorsque le possesseur n'est pas un homme, c'est une femme. Là, non. Nous utilisons hair. Hair. Alors, l'exemple ici que nous avons, his mother is sick. Ça veut dire la maman d'un homme, la maman d'un monsieur, la maman d'un garçon, la maman d'un gamin. Disons his mother. Mais si c'était la maman d'une fille, ok, la maman d'une fille, la maman d'une fillette, nous parlerons de her. Her mother is sick. Pourquoi? Parce qu'en anglais, mesdames et messieurs, l'objet possédé s'accorde avec les possesseurs. Mesdames et messieurs, vous devez savoir que ça trouble souvent les anglophones. Un jour, dans mon centre, parce que j'ai aussi un centre, l'un de mes étudiants me demande, Mr. Rainbow, comment ça fait-il que her soit la même chose avec is, pendant qu'en français, nous avons son et ça? Bien sûr, le français, ce n'est pas l'anglais. En anglais, que ce soit ça, que ce soit son, c'est toujours her. Que ce soit c'est, que ce soit quoi, c'est toujours is. Mais ça dépend du possesseur. Ok? Alors, d'où venait cette histoire-là? Pourquoi il m'a posé cette question-là? Regardez, j'ai écrit un jour au tableau, j'ai écrit her father. Her father calls her. Her father calls her. Mes amis, cet étudiant-là, ça l'a embrouillé. Il dit, Mr. Rainbow, her, c'est pour des filles. Alors pourquoi tu dis her father? Tu aurais dit his father, parce que father, c'est masculin. Non, le father n'a rien à voir là-bas. Nous, ce qui nous intéresse, c'est celui ou celle qui possède le father. Donc le father, si c'est le papa d'une fille, nous dirons her father. Si c'est le papa d'un garçon, nous dirons his father. Donc vous n'ayez plus des embrouilles là-bas. Non, plus de complications. Non, Mr. Rainbow met tout en clair. Les amis anglophones, quand vous avez affaire avec un garçon qui possède quelque chose, dites his money. Dites his watch, dites his compare. Mais lorsque vous avez une fille qui possède quelque chose, dites her money, dites her compare, dites her watch. Vous me comprenez, je pense. Alors, mesdames et messieurs, merci beaucoup parce que vous avez bien suivi la leçon. Pratiquez-la, exercez. S'il y a des questions, trouvez Mr. Rainbow sur la page Facebook Didier Foulakaï. Pas de problème, vous posez des questions dès que vous me trouvez en ligne. Je vais vous répondre comme il faut par rapport à l'apprentissage de l'anglais. Parce que notre souci est que tout le monde devienne anglophone dans la République démocratique du Congo. Alors, mesdames et messieurs, recevons cette fois-ci nos invités. Mais avant de les recevoir, d'abord, idiome du jour. Let's go, idiome.
Gates of hell, let it rain, let it rain, open the flood.
Notre idiome du jour, c'est beat by beat, the bed makes it nursed. 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 C'est là, en français, c'est une leçon morale. Ça veut dire, petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nid. Faut pas être pressé, ok? Molo molo. Let's go for the guests.
Open the floodgates of heaven.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, English speakers, you were waiting for this time, receiving English speakers on this set, talking with them about many topics that we've got. But today, we have chosen only one topic. But with whom am I going to talk today? I'm not alone on this platform. I received for you one English teacher, Mr. Great Power. Mr. Great Power is among English teachers that we've got in the Kinshasa series. So with him, we're going to talk about a matter of English training in sentence that we often see here in Kinshasa. That's why the first thing is to greet first our guest. Hello, Mr. Great Power.
Yes. Hi, Mr. Rainbow.
Right, as I said at the beginning, that today we're gonna talk about the training, English training at centers. So, which kinds of centers do we have here in Kinshasa series? So that matter, it really makes the said English speakers about the training that we've got in centers. So wherever we go, we see English centers. In this school, the English center, evening center. So we don't know what is going on in our mind to create many centers in Kinshasa town. That's the reason why I received for you Mr. Great Power. With him, we're gonna talk a little bit about a problem. Mr. Great Power, Today we found many centers in our city. What does it tell you seeing many centers like that?
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow, for the word. And there's a beautiful, opportunity you've given to me to be in front of, those who are watching us right now.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you who is and are watching us right now, we greet you from homes, university, works, schools, and so on. Yes, I think that today we are going to talk about the English and different centers here in our country. I think that here in Congo, we have got many English centers different, as Mr. Rainbow said. And according to me, I think that we have got many things to add and many things and hide, to talk about that topic. I even guess that we are going to be developed in a short time with Mr. Rainbow here. Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Great, please. Today I'm holding you on this seat. I want you to tell me, okay, about the training that we've got in those centers who are really created every day. You as English teacher, okay, can you tell us which kinds of training do we have in the English centers here in Kinshasa City?
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow, with that beautiful question. Mr. Rainbow, asks us to know about, which kind of English centers may we, have to be or have in our country. Since then, I even have realized that we have got many different English centers. Till now, even as English speakers, we even wondering ourselves, how can we actually have different and many English centers like this? We have got one thing that is, very important, and we have got to know it. We obliged to know it. So, here in Kinshasa, here in DRC, different centers, are being opened. How, it is, when we even remarking that when someone is tortured today, when someone is tortured by so let us take please 1 month. Today we are having many speakers and many English centers in this order. Why? Because today when someone get in an English center, what the first thing does that most of the folks and people are doing is when they are first in an English center, they have got one objective that as I'm in this English center, in the long run, I have to be an English teacher in 5 or 2 months, 3 weeks, and so on, without even taking care of his English level. It is something that today that causes so many troubles in different English centers. According to my opinion, I would like to say that we are today not having good English training, because we have got many folks and different people who are not really, being well instructed in the English language.
Okay, so Mr. Gritzpare, you are an English teacher. Sometimes I don't agree with you because you say that the people or students don't really care about the level. They go to open a center somewhere. But please tell us, at your center sometimes, that's your centers means every teacher. I don't talk really only you, but maybe you also. We often see that there is someone, a student, who comes at your center. He learns English. After 2 or 3 months, you call him, this is my assistant. If there are new students, when they come, you give the one who was there for teaching them. You tell him, brother, you've done 2 weeks, you've done 2 months in my center. It means you are able also to teach others. So when you allow him to teach others as an assistant, don't you see that you give him also a willing of making the centers himself?
Right, Mr. Rainbow, it's a very nice point that you have touched. You know what? Today, when we are having many English speakers, many English teachers in our different centers, it is significant. As us today, we have got one objective, to train and instruct people in the English spoken language. What is more important, easier to teach them the rules. You see,
Yeah.
to teach them the rules and then show them, how they can, use outer even here in Congo, how they can use their English language. But the way you are blaming us as teachers here in Congo, I would like to say that it something that we are doing it with what color. We have got the will of teaching, but the also not just that different people are being educated outside hers. It means that let us get, for instance, if a kid is educated
Yeah.
at home,
Yeah.
and you have, you have also to know it that that same kid or child has also to be educated outside church, schools, friends, and so on. That we have got different English seniors. As there in my center, I think that I've got different, students who are also, being trained outside. As an English teacher, I'm also an English educator. We are educating, people. People are being educated by us.
Yeah.
When we are educating, people, we have to be well bred at first ourselves. What I'm remarking as English, speakers, as different English senders here, they don't really know how to educate different students there at centers. When we're talking about the education, it doesn't always means that we have to be well bred and well. No, but educating according also to the English language, or according to what we are mastering or learning. Different students are being formed in our English centers today in Kinshasa. As an English teacher, I think that we sometimes are being having pains in ourselves.
Yeah.
To see how different people in our country, or how different students are missing behave, or we are duty to announce the education to those people who are coming to us to learn the English language. They're in their different as they're in our centers, what we are doing, has keeping someone as your English assistant. It is not something. It is not easy task. But it is something that people first of all have to be able. When we are even working with someone in which we trustworthy, he has to be able to defend himself.
Yes.
Secondly, to defend you,
Of
who's
course,
his
the
teacher.
teacher.
What we are as today. It is things are upset today for having an English assistant, Mr. Rainbow. It is something that has to be well done. When we are going to get just by knowledge that, or saying that this is one of my best students, I like and love him too much, I have to get him next to me or on my side. This is not the education, but the education is something that we have to give to those who are able and who can also support to be well, or to make some education rules to also educate the people.
So, Mr. Great Power Lungela. So, in this country, I mean, the language, official language is French. We are a French-speaking country. But why do many people like to learn English in this country? The matter is also about people. Many people want to learn English. Why like that? What do they really want by wanting to learn English, Mr. Great Power?
Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow. You do people today need and want to learn the English language? I would like to say that to remind people who are watching us right now, you who's in front of your TV watching us, give us your intention. So, today, when we even remarking that there are, many people around the world, not only DRC or Congolese people, but many different, nations and countries around the world, people are learning different international language as
Yeah.
English and so on.
Yeah.
As the English, we have to note that today English is a language of science, technology, and when let's even say that the world of tomorrow is different without English.
Of course.
Josie, today we have got to learn this English language today and forever. It is very important to learn it because the world of tomorrow is different without it.
Okay, of course, the day of tomorrow is really impossible without English. Thank you, Mr. Great Parry. That it's really a big reason that people often learn English in this country. We like it also, and we advise you to attend this sentence for learning again more. To attend Mr. Great Parry, to attend hard teachers to become English speaker as it may in this country. So, Mr. Great Parry, I'll come back again to you because I have only you on this platform today. Tell me, please. In the sentence, we're going to talk about really about a teacher. Who can be called an English teacher? Why do I ask you that question? I ask you that question because today we often see that everybody who learns English, everybody who tries to speak English is called teacher. Even though you go only 2 days at the center, in your coming back, people call you a big teacher. Who can be called a teacher in DRC, Mr. Great Parry? I mean, English teacher.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow. Becoming someone, because let me even remind those who are watching us right now that being a teacher is as a leader. The teacher is a leader.
Yeah.
So someone who's going to lead. You see, we are even having some. We are even going in different churches.
Yeah.
In different churches, we have got pastors and so on. So they are leaders. They are trying to lead folks and people. The only persons that can be able, to stand, in front of people and teach the English language is first of all someone who's able. You see?
Yeah.
Someone who is able, and someone who has really learned his English language over the years, and have got the self-control on himself.
Yeah.
Because learning, teaching the English language is something that many are even forgetting that we are giving our intelligence to people, different people. It is something that is difficult. This is why to be an English teacher, it is not also his task, as I said.
Yeah.
But you have to be well instructed. You have to be able, and you also have to be, you have also to have an English level, and so that you can take time, to instruct or teach different people in English.
Right, thank you very much, Mr. Great Parry. I'm really so happy about your answer. But now another question, because I love questions so much.
Yes.
My work is here to pop you questions, okay?
Yes,
Please
never mind.
don't be tired. I'm
right.
going to pop you questions today, my friend. So I want to know the reason which pushes those young people to go and set up other centers. Why do they go to look for setting up another centers? It's only for the sake of money, or they see that I know and I can.
You're right. So thank you so much. The question is to know why why is there different people are going to open up different English centers without having something on their mind, without having something on their as their knowledge. Today, when we are even remarking that there are different people who are opening up different English centers, according to what I have as experience, or as far as I know, those people first of all are running after what you call money. Do you see?
Yeah.
It is very bad when someone is going to do something or to use something and they're taking care of money at first, the ring of taking care of people. It is very bad. When someone is interested in money, people will be, extremely, disappointed. Do you see? That's why today when we are today has many English teachers. I have always said that in those different English teachers, we have bad English teachers, and we
Yeah.
have got good English teachers.
Yeah.
But birds are so many than good one. Why have I said that? As far as I know, I'm an English teacher, and I'm meeting many cases. I'm also talking with different folks, different people,
Yeah.
even different English learners. Seeing how different people are using their English language, it is normally something that cannot be used, but they are used. It means that it is something that we have also to pay attention as teachers.
Yeah.
To really know how to instruct our different students. Them, because sometimes it too shamed. To see one of your best students has been beaten somewhere.
Yes.
And they're going to ask him, who's your English teacher?
Yeah.
When he's going to say, my English teacher is Mr. Great Power, sometimes, have to be shamed.
Shame.
Have to be too shamed about.
Yeah.
But so for not being too shamed, I have to be careful with my students. It means that I have to take care of them and train, even educate them well. Teaching is an education. That is my own expressions. I do like it too much. Teaching is also offering an education to people and so on.
Yeah, teaching is education. But there is something that you have talked over there about money. Maybe the thing which pushes them to open those centers is money. I don't want to know at your center, please. Tell me. There are some money teachers because I attend many centers. I talk with many teachers. Don't tell me, Mr. Rainbow, we tell our students no money, no course. So the motto at your center, do you care about it? Or for you, even though there is no money, we can teach, or you also no money, no course?
Yes, so thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow.
Yeah.
Today when we're talking about no money, no course, it in English expressions, that is, to announce,
Yeah.
to people and students that, English as a certain language, has to be learned with money. It means that when we don't have anything like money, it is very tough, to be or to move forward. This is why we have, to sacrifice. You see, we have to make the sacrifice. It means that your self-sacrifice, easier to lose and spend. So that, as the saying goes in English, that as you sow, so you shall reap.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Yeah.
But, the way others, are running after money is, not the same way as those who have got the experience in this English language.
Okay. I want to know English that we often teach at Sarah's here in Kinshasa City. Do you think that it's the same English which is spoken around the world?
Yeah, right. Thank you, Mr. Rainbow. You know what? Today, let me in particularity, remind, people those who are watching us right now, the English that, different people use and speak today, normally, in general, it is not, what they have to use, what they have to use as English. But, when we are also, remarking that we have got different many seniors. We have got two kinds of English, Mr. Rainbow. Do you see?
Yeah.
Last time I made a point that I met one man, somebody last time. He was a so-called English speaker.
Wow.
Excuse me.
There are so many.
Excuse me.
Yeah, there are so many.
You may be watching me right now on TV.
Of course, there are so many
yes.
so-called English teachers.
There are many so-called English teachers.
Yeah, you're right.
In Kinshasa, yes, in our country.
Of course.
It is very bad, to see how different students don't really get, to be English speaker till now.
Yeah.
I have learned, for instance, for 2 years English, but till now I really don't get, to be able to talk with people.
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
We have got two kinds of English, and seniors also.
Yeah.
There are some English seniors which are, given to the student, to the people, which color the English idioms only,
Yeah.
expressions, proverbs, and so on. But they're even forgetting that we have got one thing that is an English foundation, which is grammar.
Yeah.
You see, I'm even I have realized that different English seniors don't really teach grammar rules. It is very dangerous for speakers. Grammar has to be taught to many, because grammar is the only key of the English language. Because without grammar, it is very tough, to be or to use your English language in front of people.
Yeah.
You first of all have to build your English language with a focused grammar, so that expressions, idioms, different proverbs are things that are being added to us. But when you have your focused grammar,
Yeah.
you see.
Right. So, all right. You see, the English training requires grammar. Without grammar, we cannot speak a nice English. But I want to know, Mr. Great Power, as you are a teacher, you may also help those who are watching us for this time, but English teachers also, or English students. Help them. Tell them, please, where can they find English programs? I mean, good programs that I can teach other persons also at the same. Where to find English programs, Mr. Great Power?
You're right. So thank you so much, Mr. Rambo. Today here, as we also talking combining, English with the technology, that English is a language of science. Today here, I think that when we are even seeing remarking many innovations around the world.
Yeah.
Today here, as finding a nice English program in different parts of our country or around the world, we have got many sites that can help us to find English programs. Let us take even the internet. On the internet, people can find the English programs on the what you call a book or store
book,
and
library,
store book,
so you
library,
can buy
and
books.
yes, and different places that I have just cited. This is why I'm even sometimes adapting when I'm teaching English there channel, that I have to be well and I have to be short and clear with my lessons. Lessons has to be checked on the internet. Lessons has to be checked on many places, so that I have to give it to different people. Or without that, it is actually it is not easy task to create an English lesson and to give it to those who are our students, or to give it to different students as well as you see.
All right, you've heard teachers, students, from Mr. Great Power here. If you want to find English programs, you go on internet, you go to find English program, you buy books, okay? At a library, there are many English books, grammatical books, dictionaries. You buy and you learn, you try to see what is inside. You're gonna know English quite well. Or you go to the bookstore and you ask them, you read your books, you're going to speak a nice English. Thank you, Mr. Great Power. So, Mr. Power, the Great Power, before giving you the last words, I want to know, okay?
Yes.
Please tell us, I and those who are watching us for this time, what can be your advice to those young people who maybe haven't yet finished their training at the center and they go to Serap centers? What can you advise them for stopping with many centers today in Kinshasa City?
You're right. So thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow, once more.
Yeah.
You're about to learn a secret that will allow us to confront in one of the most amazing communications made on the planet, the English language. You will learn the skills and tasks, but more importantly, they were thinking that will allow you to speak English to a level desired. If you need want or wish to do business converse with friends, or to simply enjoy meeting other people, whatever background or experience, putting the simple steps into place will dramatically increase your English ability. They are the exact same ways of saying that I myself have used to study physics in French at a French university and to speak in numerous TV shows or presentations in Japanese.
Yeah.
If you wish you could speak English better, Even if you know nothing at all, just want a hairstyle. You see, you know, today I'm, you know, being astonished to many English students and people, you know, who are still saying that, you know, I don't ever to speak English because of the state of my country, because of and so on.
Yeah.
But you know, it doesn't depend on the country. It doesn't only depend, you know, of the state of the country, but it's also depending on you. It means that you are the only person in charge of your life. When you make a decision, you know, you have got, you know, to fix on that. When you make up a schedule, you know, you have got to be the first one, you know, in respecting what is your timetable.
Yeah,
You see?
yeah.
And as you know, to head on my piece of advice is, you know, to advise different English speakers. We love you so much, and we have got to encourage those who are, you know, trying, those who are going ahead with the normal classical English language. But you know, we also have to encourage those who are leading, or you know, leading English in the bad way, and giving them an advice that, you know, they have got, you know, to be serious, and they have to decide to make a last decision on themselves. You know, it is very important. It is very, you know, easy to make a self decision and fix on that.
Yeah.
It is not, you know, difficult. Be serious, take your time,
Yeah.
learn more,
Yeah.
and you will, you know, improve your English knowledge. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Great Power. It was really a pleasure for me to receive you again here. But thumbs up. We are really against merit. I will give you last word. You say hello to 2 or 3 of your students, and we finish the show off today. You have the word, my brother.
Yeah, right. You know, thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow. You know, receiving me on your English, you know, broadcasts. I'm very happy and very proud of you. You know, it is not something, you know, easy, but you have trusted me worthy, you know, to be here and to announce to different, you know, people what is, you know, the best way of learning. Yes, without further, I would like, you know, to greet my best teacher, Mr. The Best in All. You know, why not to greet also VOA, which is my English center, and different, you know, people who are as my student, and I also greet my parents, Mama, my father, my mother. Excuse me, I want to get in French. I greet you. I love you. I think that next time we'll have, you know, to talk about many things. You know, time is very hard. Yes, I greet you know, it's called Vrai Chéri, Mr. Thunderfire. I greet you where you are. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr.
All
Rainbow.
right, thank you, my brother. We're going to meet again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, really, it was really a pleasure for me presenting you this show today. I'm really happy, you know, that we are almost at the end of the show today. Today was the matter of teaching you a short lesson. I've done my best to teach you the grammar in what we found the possessive adjectives and the pronouns. So we talked about that, and we had made the difference in that. So after that, I gave a short idiom that can permit you to have an idea about living life. And then after that, we talked also about a topic that we had here with Mr. Great Power, a teacher that I received today. With him, we talked about English training at Ceres in Kinshasa series. We talked and you understood quite well what he has said here. So for me, I have only to say goodbye to everybody who has watched us from the beginning till now. Even though you didn't watch us from the beginning till now, but you have understood something, just call and or find me on my page Facebook. You ask a question, you tell me what you need, and we're going to find again next. So for finishing my show today, j'aimerais dire merci à Maman Catherine Foulakai et à Papa Patrice Foulakai. Maman et Papa, je vous remercie beaucoup. Right? See you for the next time. Bye.